I just in my room and it's starting to get messy again. I'm gonna have a panic attack. What's up, everybody? I'm Haley and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you've never been. Besides the point, I am here today to provide you with some more exciting content because you guys did not like my last video for some reason, even though I put a lot of effort into it. But whatever. So today I'm here with a story time because everybody likes story times, you know? Nothing exciting that I can tell has happened in my life other than like really this one thing. I really can't think of anything else. So I'm gonna tell you guys the story on how I got into my first car accident, and I will be providing pictures. I'm gonna go through the whole scenario with like the day, kind of, not really like that night, and like what led up to it. Of course I'm going to be providing pictures. I already said that I was going to be providing pictures, so it's not clickbait. Without further ado, let's hop right in. It was the night of September 6th. It was either September 6th or September 7th of 2018, and it's currently March 25th, 2019, so it was pretty recent. I got in my license that June. I'm 17 if you don't know. At the time I was 16. It was coming up into my junior year and I really hated riding the bus to school. I did not want to ride the bus. Like, my bus was mixed with like middle schoolers and high schoolers. So it was just a matter of like the 6th graders being really, really loud and obnoxious, and the juniors and seniors just yelling at them to shut up. So it was just really not fun, and it ruined my day like 90% of the time. Where was I at? Oh. So I wanted a car, so we went car shopping. I finally found this one car. Like or comment if you would like to know how I got, or like the process, the awful process. Like, it was bad, like it's a story. The awful process of me getting my first car. We got my first car, and I'll insert a picture. Her name was Alexa. She was a 2010 Toyota Corolla, and I absolutely loved her. I went to my boyfriend's house one night. He lives like 2 miles down the road from me, so it's like a 7-minute drive. It's really not far. I had to go home, and I was running a little late because they have to switch their dogs, and I just didn't want like my mom to be mad. Down in my, like, I live in like a neighborhood, obviously. It's like 35 miles per hour down here. Well, I was doing 45 because I was a little late, but whatever. It's like a straight ride with like a curve that goes like that, and that's it. It's really, I was going 45, whatever, not that big of a deal, right? Or so I thought. I'm going 45 and I feel like a jerk in my like gas pedal, and I'm like, oh shit, what? Like, oh, what was that? And I like let go, and then like my speedometer is like, and I'm like, oh my god, what's going on? My accelerator got stuck, and there were also a bunch of lawsuits. You can look it up, whatever. There were a bunch of lawsuits with 2010 and 2013 Toyota Corollas with the accelerator getting stuck, because that was like the first, that was like kind of like the tester of like no longer having the gas pedals or the accelerators just wired. They were also electronic. I know that when your accelerator gets stuck, you're supposed to put it in neutral and just let your car roll, but you're not supposed to hit your brakes. To put my car in neutral, I had to hit my brakes. So I hit my brakes like the dumb girl I am and tried to put it in neutral. I ended up putting it in neutral and then hitting it back at a drive, I guess, somewhere along the way. Oh, so when I hit my brakes, my car locked up. So my steering wheel locked up, my back tire's locked up. I don't know if my front tire's locked up. There's this ditch. It's like a ditch, and then it's like a hole. It's not really like a ditch, but it's not really like a hole. It's like kind of like a small ditch, I guess. And in the ditch, there's a cement culvert. Somewhere along the line of me losing control when my steering wheel and like everything got locked up and the cement culvert, I like turned backwards. So that left me airborne, and somewhere if I landed on the ground and spun back, or landed, or without landing in the mid-air spun, somehow I ended up facing forward again. This is what like the investigators told me like what looked like happened, you know? So like I don't remember this. It was just like a boom, 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 done. Am I dead? You know, like it was that kind of thing. I do remember like I do remember losing control. I do remember spinning. And then I remember the next part. I'm about to tell. I go like out of the ditch. I went airborne, landed, whatever. I took out a whole tree, and sideswiped another tree. And that tree to this day still does not have bark on that part that I sideswiped. And like you can see how high up in the air that I was when I sideswiped it, when I like went to the other ditch, because the tree is like right at the other like ditch hole thingy weird thingy. In the process of that too, I flipped completely onto my like the top of my car and back onto all fours when I landed in the final spot where I crashed. I don't wake up, but I like come to reality and I'm like, what the hell just happened? Like, I was driving and then all of a sudden I'm in a ditch. I crashed in like this, I didn't crash in their yard, but it was on their property where this kid I used to ride the bus with. So like I knew their family weren't like weird or anything. So one of the guys of the family comes out and is like, are you okay? And I'm like, yes, like I just need help. Like he was like, are you injured? Like I was like, no, like my shoulder just hurts, like that's it, like I'm injured. And like this sounds really, really bad, but like the whole reason I wanted a car was because so I wouldn't have to ride the bus to school. Like that's really the whole main reason why I wanted a car, because I didn't want to ride the bus to school. And when I saw the crack in my windshield when I was like still sitting in my car right after it happened, like first thing that went through my head was like, I'm gonna have to ride the bus to school now. Which is really awful. Like I should be worried about like my safety and stuff like that, but that was not the case. I couldn't find my phone and it ended up being like right in front of me, like in my floorboard. I ended up finding that like 10 minutes after I crashed. So my mom, my boyfriend, my dad, like whoever, my family did not know for at least 15 minutes that I had crashed. She went to go look at the tracker because she has like a tracker on me, just like make sure I'm safe, you know? And she went to go look at the tracker and I called her. Well, this was a stupid mistake on my part, so like you don't gotta tell me I'm stupid, but I called my boyfriend first because he was the closest. So I figured they were gonna get there first because I'm a 16-year-old girl in the dark with this stranger who I don't think is bad, but I don't know for sure after I just crashed. It's 10:30 at night. So I was like, okay, they're gonna get there first. And then I called my mom, then I called my dad, and then I called 911 because I was not like injured other than like this area. I wasn't like really injured. Like I could move, I could walk, I was fine. There was no like gas leaks or anything like that. My mom zips it over there. My dad's a firefighter, so he's at work. He's an hour and a half away. He makes it in like 30 minutes. So props to my dad. My boyfriend got there second, my mom got there first, and then my boyfriend got there, and then my dad got there, and then they were so extra. Like I get that like you're there for my safety, like whatever, like I know what my dad goes through and everything like that, but they had like 2 or 3 ambulances, a bunch of cop cars, like 3 Florida Highway Patrol officers, which isn't that unreasonable, and then 2 fire trucks. Like it was really like they asked me on the like 911 if there were any gas leaks, like if I was okay, and you know they asked me all that, and like I was fine. They checked me out in the ambulance, like checked my vitals, like drew blood, like checked like to see if I was concussed. My shoulder burns really bad. Like I don't know, like it hurts a little bit up here, but maybe that's because like it's burning. And he was like, oh yeah, you have a giant seatbelt burn. So if you want to see pictures, so somehow it went like, okay, like it went right here, that's reasonable, and then it went like down here, which I don't understand because my seatbelt doesn't go like that, it goes like that. The ambulance left, fire trucks left, cops left. It's about 12:30 in the morning now, and the Florida Highway Patrol officer, 3 of them, just got there. So I was like, oh my god, I have school the next day, I just want to go to bed. I had to stay there, you know, he had to like investigate the scene. The skid marks, he proved that were car malfunction. There were no like lines in it to show that it was like done by brakes, like it was done by car malfunction, if that makes any sense. I didn't get a ticket because it wasn't my fault. Our insurance ended up paying off the car. I think we only had to pay like $170 out of like the $10,000 that my car was worth, which was pretty good. And we lost the $2,000 we put down for down payment. I came out alive. Alexa did not, which is my car, by the way, not another person. I was the only person in the car. There was no other car involved. It was just me. Yeah. My boyfriend is a kicker for our football team, and I'm a cheerleader for our varsity football team, you know? So the next day, like, he had to go to school anyway, and I hate leaving him at school alone because I know what it feels like. I was like, I'm fine. Like, I'm gonna go to school. And I went to school, and it was like, are you okay? Like, I thought you died. That attention was like, it was cool to, like, the thing that everybody was concerned about me, but it was like, people that I don't even know were concerned about me, and people that I know don't like me whatsoever were concerned, which was really odd to me. But I cheered in the game that night. I did have to get checked out in the ambulance again that night. But if I forgot any of the pictures, like, to put in throughout, here's some more. It was a scary night. It really was traumatizing. I had dreams. I had nightmares. I'd wake up to tires screeching for months and months. I'm okay now. I'm over it. And for my 17th birthday, I got a new car. I got a 2016 Toyota Corolla. Her name's Sophie. I've had her longer than a month. Thanks, Dad, for getting me both my cars. The one that I totaled. And this one. My parents really are the best. They do a lot for me, and they sacrifice a lot for me. I couldn't be more thankful, and thanks for my boyfriend. Thanks to my boyfriend for showing up and making sure, like, I was okay. Thanks to the people who, thanks to, like, the police officers, highway patrol, firemen, especially my dad, EMTs and stuff like that for coming out. Thanks to everyone who was concerned. Okay now. But I hope you enjoyed that story because I'm awful at telling stories. So if you like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up, subscribe, comment down below what you would like to see next or who you would like to see me film a video with next. Y'all never do this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. My social medias will be linked down below in the description bar. Make sure you go follow me, add me on Snapchat. I have a bunch of videos coming up soon. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!